"You're texting her once more." Bambi only said that. Yelling or slapping. This time she grasped him, and he froze as if his spirit had fled his body. At 1:16 a.m., the phone's unlocked messages opened, and a new flirtatious text message was sent to Kendra. "That night is still on my mind. You're excellent, Kendra." Is this the same Kendra from ancient history? The same person who cursed, she went on. The same female Bambi stated, "If I ever catch his phone buzzing with her name again, I'm burning everything." Guess what? She taped it instead of burning it, and the video is now available. Texts from Scrappy, his voice picks up on the lies from the DMs. His true motivation for constantly putting his phone face down was revealed. However, here is the section that has the internet trembling. Bambi read everything, but she didn't. Weep after chuckling, she muttered, "Bet this isn't just cheating. It's deliberate contempt captured in 4K. Let's see what the world thinks of you now." What Bambi does next will make all the difference. It is just after midnight. Bambi's house wrapping hair like everyone else. Robon browses her page for you. Across the room, Scrappy. Low screen brightness, like he's typing his next mixtape. His fingers move quickly. Then it took place. Twice, his phone buzzed. It's 2 little vibrations, not loud or dramatic. However, Bambi heard it and sensed it. You know how women have 6 senses? When a man is acting shadowy? Well, that one really got going. She refrained from stealing his phone, didn't inquire. As if nothing were wrong, she strolled straight by him. However, she caught it as she rounded a bend. "That lock screen preview, Kendra, I'm sorry, but I couldn't sleep either." She paused, inhaled, then spun around and uttered those words. Texting her once more. Scrappy's soul seemed to pause as he gazed up. "Who?" he inquired, behaving perplexed as though this individual hadn't been interrupted in the middle of a word. Calm as ever, she added, "Don't act foolish. Your phone just lied to you." Things changed at that point. He became anxious. She quickly grabbed the phone and guessed the passcode in a single attempt. It was still her birthday, of course, and there it was. A lengthy exchange of messages between Scrappy and Kendra that dates back weeks, not days, and included flirtatious quips, late-night check-ins, inside jokes from years ago, and memes that were only sent by couples, even an emoji of a freaking heart. Bambi realized then that this wasn't just a simple "I hope you're doing well" statement. This was a romantic liaison with a woman who ought to have been barred on the website. This is when things become even messier, because Bambi pressed the record screen on the audio recorder instead of flipping tables and yelling, and then she muttered it. "You're not smooth. Let's spread the word about this." She entered the bedroom, shut the door, and revealed the shocking information on her close friend's Instagram account. When a man claims that his bill has changed, who is he messaging at 1 a.m.? Receipts yet? And darling, it was stolen by the internet. After 12 minutes, fans began to speculate. Scrappy's reflection on the TV screen was magnified by someone. The next hit occurred after another fan compared the time on the iPhone lock screen to a recent picture of him earlier that evening wearing the same attire. Bambi blocked Kendra after unfollowing her, then used Scrappy to remove every post. In a tweet, a fan stated, "I knew he was a fraud." Kendra had been lurking since season 9, as all of this was going on. Scrappy was in full crisis mode, knocking on the door and talking through it as though he were being tried. Bambi. That wasn't even the case. "You are aware of Kendra's struggles. She hit me initially, but I didn't say anything negative." Oh my goodness. Let's examine one message first. "We are tenacious. That sweatshirt I left with Kendra, of course, is still with you. Scrappy, it still smells like you. If you're up tonight, I might come get it." The worst part was that Scrappy gaslighted Bambi through the door while she had every word on her phone screen. If that wasn't horrible, I don't know what is. This is where DEFCON 1 came in. Bambi calls her homegirl Tasha and places her in on speaker, according to Tasha. It's cool as heck. You recall that I threatened to burn down Tasha's silence for 2 seconds if he ever spoke to Kendra again. Then you're being absolutely serious. What were we doing? And suddenly the plan for retaliation was underway. Tasha receives the screenshots from Bambi. Tasha, who also manages a fan page with 300,000 followers, is aware of what to do. No names, no tags. Simply send the receipts along with this caption when he is deceiving both her and you. It went viral on Twitter. As if it were the Super Bowl, girls were tweeting quotes and making edits. Even old footage of Kendra and Bambi staring down at each other during their reunion began to circulate once more. Furthermore, what did Scrappy do when he went live? A huge error. He appeared on Instagram Live with a stressed-out hood up, attempting to appear composed but obviously losing it. Look, none of you even know. The entire narrative man isn't anyone being unfaithful. While the direct messages were truly trending on Twitter, he shouted it with all of his chest. And then someone dropped the biggest bomb yet. This is just people stirring the fire. Screenshot showing Kendra's response to Scrappy's direct message. Kendra, the only person who has ever understood me is you. Tenaciously, I continue to do Kendra. Scrappy, I miss being yours. So quit acting like we're not still something. Boom! Within 45 minutes, every blog featured that clip. The Shade Room, Lipstick Alley, Urban Tea Daily, and even Love and Hip Hop's official page unintentionally liked it before unliking it an hour later. Bambi was getting ready with her hair done and her lashes on a ring lamp while Scrappy was live, discussing how he's just trying to stay focused on his family. She was going to go live as well, but instead of talking this time, she was going to play the sound. Yes. Because I should never have left you the voice notes that Scrappy delivered to Kendra only 2 days before. Just as she was ready to hit play in front of 89,000 live people when she was out here playing Word Olympics, Bambi had real, unfiltered voice notes. However, shortly before she went live, Mama D, yep, Lil Scrappy's mother, sent a brief 5-word statement. Avoid doing this, not right now. Bambi spent a good 10 seconds looking at the message. Don't do this. Those 5 words, devoid of any punctuation or emoji, are coldly calculated and come from the one lady who has always subtly chosen Scrappy over her. Not right now. Was she ignoring a warning or a threat? Due to the fact that Bambi was in possession of receipts, voice notes, screenshots, and communications are stored in 2 secret folders and 3 backup drives. And she wasn't defending anyone. Tonight, she launched Instagram Live. 97,000 admirers, bloggers, inquisitive cast members, and even a few confirmed blue checks who had no business there arrived in a matter of seconds. Bambi stared directly into the camera, her face composed, her lips tight, and she held a phone in one hand while her other hand trembled a little. I'm only here to let my husband know that I'm seeing you, not to dispute or drag. And now so does everyone else. Then she hit play, and Scrappy's voice came in loud and clear. I can't tell her that the chat exploded, but every time I see her grin, I think of you. What exactly did he say about Bambi? No, this isn't flirting. This is outright dishonest. She performed the following song. I never stopped loving you. Just got caught in the wrong situation with the wrong girl. Defended publicly on red carpets after getting married and having a child. Although Bambi's hand began to quiver significantly, her expression remained icy. And then, the icing on the cake. The response from Kendra was, I knew it. She was always in the way. Boom, it was finished. That's where Bambi finished live. It's where it was a hard cut and quiet, with no outro or thanks for viewing. The internet took off. In real time, the clips became viral. The hashtag Scrappy Exposed was popular within 20 minutes. Scrappy, meanwhile, was pacing the floor someplace in Atlanta. According to sources, he tried to call Bambi 9 times, but was blocked. He then texted her from a backup number, but got no response. Finally, he called Mama D. Let's now take a moment to discuss Mama D. She went live as well, but her tone gave the impression that she hadn't slept in days, even though she generally sucks up drama like it's a three-course meal. Distinct, she paced her living room and exclaimed, "This wasn't supposed to happen. I told my son, you keep playing both sides, you're going to lose them all." "So it's true," was a commenter's question. Mama D took a moment to sigh and stroke her temples before uttering the sentence that set Instagram on fire. "That girl Kendra doesn't lie when she's angry is all I have to say." Additionally, Scrappy doesn't think while he is by himself. That was all that was required. It was snipped by blogs, it was reposted by fans. "When you lose the wife and the side piece in one night" is the caption for a meme that went popular and featured Scrappy standing between Kendra and Bambi. However, that wasn't even the twist, since Kendra went live right as viewers believed. The mess had reached its zenith. No ring light, nothing dramatic. She was sitting in her car with the dome light on, wearing a hoodie. She didn't have makeup on, and it was obvious that she didn't plan this. She initiated it, and she didn't try to steal anyone's man. However, she paused, swallowed, and stared straight into the camera when a man told her that he regretted everything and wished he had chosen her. "I still secretly liked him, so you listen," she sniffed. Turned away before uttering the words that completely upended the internet. "Just so you know, I didn't start this again." On the night of the reunion taping, he sent me a message saying that he missed me and that I still had a piece of him. She displayed the timestamp on her phone. It coincided with the day of that notorious reunion. When Scrappy sat there silently as Bambi gave him her full chest in the same way. Evening, the internet was finished. Threads on Reddit became viral. Users of TikTok shared breakdowns with dramatic music, timestamps, and zooms. An AI reading of the audio notes with closed captions was even made public. Bloggers were competing to see whose audio version was the cleanest. However, this is how it went from a little controversy to consequences at the federal level. A verified legal blogger who was one of Bambi's fans dissected the voice notes from the direct messages and timing of everything, and posed the query that no one anticipated. Within hours, the same attorney uploaded another video describing how emotional betrayal and humiliation may pave the way for a renegotiation of the terms of the divorce and financial assets under Georgia law. If Scrappy was emotionally cheating, and Bambi had proof, everyone was now observing with fresh eyes. Was this only relationship drama or the beginning of a court case? Followed by Bambi's next move, she shared a screenshot of a judge filing a temporary protective order for review, not of Scrappy or Kendra. Fans were devastated. Wait, is she claiming that it became violent because she was afraid? Was that audio recording deeper than what she played? Now that the rumors were dark, people began to retrieve previous clips of Scrappy and Bambi looking worried, interrupted her during interviews when he became irascible on the set. In retrospect, everything suddenly seemed different and Scrappy disappeared. No lives, no posts, not even a tale. According to reports, his attorney advised him to go dark. Motive damage control, too many witnesses, too many receipts, and too late, however. It was not Bambi, Kendra, or even Mama D who delivered the final blow. It resulted from an unanticipated DM leak. A former production assistant provided it. A voice note that was recorded during set downtime showed Scrappy on the phone with someone. "She believes she is clever and is attempting to deceive the public," he said. "Let her know that the judge won't give her anything and that she won't be able to talk about it once the NDA expires." The same voice then continued, adding that Mona had already informed me. "Keep it quiet now and I'll be back next season." That sentence broke the internet completely. Fans had finished launching petitions. VH1's Instagram comments overwhelmed. Scrappy's name came to represent deceit, manipulation, and cover-ups. As a final post, Bambi shared a picture of herself, holding her child, and said, "Peace over performance. I don't need revenge. I have truth." And that concluded the story for the time being, because there is still one unanswered question. What more is available? More audio, more women, more secrets. There is no doubt that this was more than a scandal. It was the demise of a man whose brand and entire image he had constructed on love and loyalty while concealing lies in his lock screen. Ask whose phone was on quiet the entire time the next time you hear someone discussing black love aspirations, because there's a message hidden beneath each emoji. It's a voice message that you haven't yet heard, and you'll hear it here first when it drops. After the masks are removed and the audio is available, what will happen next? Will we hold Lil Scrappy responsible for what has been going on behind those sunglasses and stage reunion excuses? Or will the industry give him a microphone and act as if nothing happened? After all, this wasn't just some late-night flirtation. Rather, it was a pattern of deceit and silence manipulation used as a weapon to defend a brand rather than a woman. The receipts are now performing tasks that the cast were never able to. Being honest without editing. Furthermore, Bambi is more than simply another grieving wife. The statement, "I'm not crazy, it just hit record," was made by her. Here's the actual query though. How many more women stayed? How many more voice notes are there? Silence because of fear of contracts or allegiance. And how many other men in this industry are paying attention? Knowing that it's not only about Bambi and Scrappy and that their moment is coming next. This is about all the women who are made to feel suspicious simply because they were correct. What do you think? Should VH1 cut Scrappy off entirely? Or will he return for a new season with a different PR plot? Leave a comment with your ideas. Which side do you support? This is a warning to never remain silent again if you have ever disregarded a warning sign because society advised you to remain faithful. We're not finished, so please like, comment, and subscribe. The following audio message could alter everything once more, so trust.